Fighting evil by moonlight. Okay, buckle up, kids. It's time for the haul. So I got a couple of things here. Got some Super Nintendo games, a lot of PlayStation stuff, a couple of Genesis games, a few Xbox things, and one Switch game. But we'll start with the Switch game since there's only one of them, and it is Ys Memoir. So I'm a big Ys fan, and I had a chance to get this on the cheap, and I did. And it comes with a whole bunch of stuff that I'm never going to open, but more importantly, it comes with the game. And I'm actually looking forward to playing this. I'll be on the road for the next couple days, so this is probably going to be my jam on the Switch. But yeah, that's my one Switch pickup. So next, we'll go into the Xbox stuff. We'll start with one of the Xbox Series things I have. Actually, the only Xbox Series things I have for the highlight. And that is Forza Horizon 4. Now, this is a Steelbook digital code. So that means I'm never going to open it. But it's a cute little Steelbook, though. I won it on an auction. So I didn't pay full price for it, obviously. But that's cool. Like I said, never going to open it. Probably going to just get the physical version. Next, we'll go into the Super Nintendo. And I got a few imports, and then I got one not import. And the non-import is Kendo Rage. And it's pretty fun. It's a beat 'em up, but it's one of those ones where you have to kind of charge your weapon a little bit, like magic sword and stuff like that. It's a little rough around the edges compared to most beat 'em ups. Like, I would honestly prefer Valis 4 over this, or any Valis for that matter. But it's still worth a playthrough. Maybe not worth the $45 it's worth right now. Next this is I think Sailor Moon. It's like the Shoujo Sailor Moon S or something like that. And this is the fighting game version, and it's stupidly hard. I'm not sure what the programmers were thinking when they made this game, because the people who are going to be buying this game are most likely like preteens and children. Really? I mean, not me, obviously. I'm a dude. I'm an older dude, so I mean, I'm buying it. But yeah, not everyone who plays the Sailor Moon game is going to be an Evo contender. Why are they making it so hard? But, I mean, I went through it once. I don't know if I'm going to go through it again. I might do it to record it, but we'll see. This one is Bishojo something something Sailor Moon R. This is the beat 'em up, which is infinitely more fun, albeit slower paced, and I'm not sure exactly where they get their soundtrack decisions from. Like, usually when you play a beat 'em up, it usually has like upbeat sound and it's like, yeah, I'm gonna kick some ass. But this is like, I'm gonna be in a ballroom dance for the half the time. I don't get it. But it is pretty fun. I mean, you're either playing Sailor Mars or you're not playing, right? Like, come on now. Hey, yeah, me from the future. So, I forgot to mention that I got a couple more Super Nintendo games. They happened a little later in the week, and I didn't think I would get them until the next week. So this one is Final Fight 2. This will complete the trilogy. And I think I almost beat it when I got it in, but I had to go. So I'm probably going to beat it later and probably just record it. But yeah, we got Final Fight 2. Also, Strike Gunner STG. Now, for people who don't know what this is, it's a vertical shooter, kind of like Raiden. That's probably the closest thing to it, or Aero Fighters, perhaps. But there's a little twist to this. So every stage you play, you can choose a special weapon that you have your own meter for, and honestly, you can use it throughout almost the whole stage when you have it. You just got to kind of judge how much you want to use it. But yeah, but you can only use them one time per stage. So you pick that one, you can use it throughout the stage, and then it's done. So pretty fun game. It's not as hard as most vertical shooters are, but it really just depends on how much you plan ahead with the weapon you pick for that stage, because it is make or break in some cases. But yeah, definitely a fun addition. Alright, next we're going to go into the Xbox 360 stuff. And I got a few games from there. One of them is the Modern Warfare trilogy. Now, I did this purely to save space. Like, I have these 3 games already. I'm just going to go and sell them. But I wanted to get everything in just like one package. And that saves me two very valuable Xbox 360 slots that are going to be filled with something else eventually. I redid all of my shelves, so I have a lot more space for my 360 collection. But until then, it's an extra 2 slots. Next is going to be one that I have never played before. I haven't seen this before, but it's Monster Madness Battle for Suburbia. Now, this comes with a comic, and it doesn't look good, to be honest, but I'll give it a try. I don't think, like, most things from South Peak weren't really that great. I'm not gonna lie, but we'll give it a shot. I might put it on Instagram or TikTok if it's worth doing. If it's not, then we're not gonna bother. Lastly, for the 360 is Perfect Dark Zero, the limited collector's edition. This is a very weighty steelbook, and it has some cool little inserts in it. I've always equated this game, like the sprites in this game, to looking like the characters from Team America World Police. Like, if you go through the game and you see them running, like you see your partner running and shooting and all that stuff, tell me that does not look like Team America World Police. It freaking does. But yeah, I wanted this steelbook. It's a very good condition too. I'm glad I got it in the condition that I got it in, and the inserts are all there and everything. But yeah, good on me. All right. Next is going to be 2 Genesis games, one of which I've been kind of toying with getting for a while, and the other one is a classic. But we'll start with Gauntlet 4. And I played Gauntlet a lot as a kid, like the older ones, the ones that look kind of crappy, mostly in the arcade. This one, I mean, even though it kind of has the same screen format as all of the other Gauntlets, it's good looking for a Gauntlet game, for real. Like, and I'm always used to playing the Elf Ranger, or the Ranger, I guess it is. But I think I might try like the Valkyrie or something like that this time. I just didn't like being within melee range, and I didn't like being the wizard. So, but, hey, we'll go ahead and give it a shot. I'll probably end up being the Valkyrie because she honestly looks the best out of all of these characters anyway. So, we'll go ahead and do that in a later recording. The next one is Wonder Boy in Monster World. Now, this is the original case, and I know that Monster World in and of itself got a lot better with later iterations, and I'm down with that, but this is where it all started, kind of, right? Like, this is the OG, so I'm glad to find this in such good condition, too. This is the original case with the tab and everything, and the tab's holding on for dear life, but yeah, it's a nice condition. Next I'm going to do, it's going to be PlayStation down the board for the rest of the time being, and we'll start with PS3. And we're going to do MotorStorm Pacific Rift. I really liked the MotorStorm series on the PlayStation. And since it is a PlayStation exclusive, it goes into the collection full of PlayStation games which are almost entirely exclusive. Like, if it's not an exclusive game, then it played better on that system, which is very weird to say on a PlayStation because it was stupidly hard to program for after programming for the 360. But yeah, I got MotorStorm. Next one is a bit of an odd gem here. Not even a gem. It's more like an odd turd. Is Magus. This is not a good game. This game sucks. This game sucks bad. The only reason why I have this game is because I got it for half the price that it's going for. So I might try it and then sell it. I don't know, but it is an exclusive. It's just, it's a terrible game. So we'll move on from this. Next is going to be As Divine Dios, so the first PS4 game. This is a limited run game, done by Kemco. So that's news to me. It's a 2D, looks like a 2D turn-based RPG, and I haven't tried it yet. As opposed to the rest of the limited run games that I got a few limited run games. I got a cool Facebook Marketplace deal from a pretty cool cat outside of the old South Point Mall there. But I'm gonna give this a try. I'm currently playing another turn-based RPG, and I'll show you that one later. But yeah, we'll move it along from here. Next is going to be The Last Blade 2, and limited run, of course. Yes, I have this on the Dreamcast. And no, I don't want to keep having to bust out the Dreamcast version every time I want to play it. This is going to be a lot less valuable, I guess, compared to the Dreamcast version. So I don't want to end up scratching that disc in lieu of a Blu-ray that, as long as I take good care of it, it won't get scratched. So, and I like The Last Blade. It's like one of my favorite fighting games. Next is Plague Road, another limited run. The art's really nice in it. I really do like how everything's drawn. I don't like how characters move in it, but I've only just started playing it, so I might give it a better chance later on and tell you what I think about it. Next is going to be Project Xenon Valkyrie Plus. Now this game wasn't what I thought it was going to be. It's a very like 8-bit-ish kind of dungeon crawlery kind of game, where it's roguelike too, or not roguelike, but your progress doesn't stay with you when you die, which is very annoying, but it is what it is. Yeah, cute little characters in it, nice sprite work in it, not too bad. Alright, the last PS4 game I have is Zone of the Enders, the second runner for the PS4. So this cover is legit, honestly. And it has a VR mode, which I'm probably never going to use. I heard the VR mode is great in it, though. But another chance to play second runner, I'm going to take it. Oh, hey, me again. Yeah, so I forgot to mention a PS4 game that I got, which was Capcom Fighting Collection 2. This is a pretty rough copy, but it was kind of one of the only ones I can get my hands on. So I might try to flatten out this cover art. But the game is in perfect condition. The code for the soundtrack worked, so it was basically new and something got messed up in shipping. I got it at a discount, but damn, that cover art's rough. Alright, lastly we have the PS5 stuff. We're going to get through these kind of quickly though. So this one's Oddworld Soulstorm. It is the steelbook of it. I need to get that annoying sticker off of it. I played it a little bit before. Microids being the producer of this is kind of weird. I'm used to a different company making Oddworld games, but we'll move on from there. Next is going to be R-Type Final 3. Now, when you look at the title R-Type Final, you think the first final will probably be the last final. But it's not. This is the third final, and I don't know if they're going to make more finals. Who knows? But it's an R-Type game. I do love my shooters, and kind of wanting to get my hands on this to see how it plays. Alright, next is going to be Cat Quest 3. I am a fan of Cat Quest. I like cats, and I like when they go on quests. And getting a physical version of a Cat Quest game is always a plus to me. I did see there's a compilation of Cat Quest games, which I kind of want to get. I just don't want to get it on the Switch. I want to get it on a PlayStation or an Xbox. Probably a PlayStation, but if I can find it, I'll get it. Alright, and the last game, and which is the game I've been playing almost religiously since I bought it, and it is Clair Obscur Expedition 33. Now, there has been a lot of good talk about this game, and honestly, like, the game itself backs up all of those claims. It is a very good game with a small development team like an even smaller budget, and it looks great. The combat is turn-based, but it is interactive in the way that you can parry and dodge pretty much anything. And it's like I can't say enough good things about it. If you like games like any of the Persona series or any of like the later Final Fantasy games, then this would be right up your alley. Not only that, but every character that you play in this game has their own like little gimmick. Like the main character is kind of straightforward, and there's a more of a sorceress kind of character. There's one that's like his sister is a fencer, and she has her own stances. There's a person who like marks their targets with cards and stuff. It's very cool. I cannot suggest this game enough. Right now, this is looking to be my game of the year unless something really surprises me. I haven't played Doom yet, so we'll keep that on the table for now. But right now, this is my jam. But that's everything. And I hope you guys have a good week and just keep on keeping on. And I'll see you later.